We do have Corinne here who's got a mic, and we do have a few minutes if anyone has any questions specific for Isabel or Jenny. They'd love to have the opportunity. It looks like Corinne, if right over here, maybe we've got.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ginger Beverly, and my son Aaron has MPS 4A. He, I guess, has a non-classical presentation, so the struggle that we have is that when you first look at him, he doesn't look like there's anything wrong with him. And so that's the battle that we face a lot, especially dealing with the school, dealing with trying to get him resources, get him services. We're still trying to get his wheelchair. So, in first looking at him, he does look like there's nothing going on with him, but when you watch him walk, when you observe him for a while, you can pick up that, he can't do everything that every other child can do. So if you two could kind of speak on that, just in the dealing with the battle of advocating for a patient where when folks look at them, they don't see that there's anything going on with that patient.
You want to take that? I can take that. So I faced similar situation as I was in grade school, but I think a lot of it came down to when I was in pain, I was afraid to speak up because I was afraid to be different, and really I would say to advocate for yourself, you need to speak up, you need to say when you're in pain. I think doctor's notes and IEPs could really help with that. I'm not sure how old he is, but I would definitely say start there with the doctor's notes and the IEPs and start looking at like what's happening at home and taking notes and figuring out how that can be translated into the classroom. Because really I just wanted to be like everyone else. So I didn't utilize a lot of those resources for that purpose, and it was probably very detrimental to me when I was in grade school. So I think that's a start.
Thanks, Jenny.
Yeah.
Other questions?
Hi, Andrew Hoffman. I have a son, Peter, who has Hunter syndrome. And this is very inspirational to hear you all and how you've chosen to advocate. And I'm just kind of curious, as we interact with medical professionals and we haven't reached out to legislators or other folks like that, how have you all chosen kind of who to advocate with? And I think sometimes I don't think, oh gosh, I could get a meeting with my local legislator or someone like that. So if you all could talk about how you got started with that and maybe how you chose who you were going to advocate with, I think that might help us all to think, well, gosh, I could do that too.
Yeah, just go to your local congressman. That will help you.
And I started, I'm so highly involved with the MPS Society that I've gone to Capitol Hill with this group a few times to advocate and speak to congressmen and senators, but I've also gotten very involved in our state offices. So I sit on the Rare Disease Practice Council for North Carolina, and that was actually started by Edmund Ruffinson. I believe he's an old congressman. I'm not a political person, but he actually has a rare disease. And so he saw the need for this in the state of North Carolina. And so that's really driving and pushing research and like advocacy efforts forward in that state and things like newborn screening. And so I would definitely say start there and look for rare disease events within your state. North Carolina has quite a few, so I wouldn't be surprised if other states have similar events like that, especially around Rare Disease Day. And there's a lot of things happening in the summer.
Can Stephanie and, Stephanie and Chris Tibbet, please stand up really quick and just make yourself known. These are the chairs of our advocacy committee at the society. And they, we have a table outside with more information on advocacy, and as well as Stephanie mentioned, the Speakers Bureau, we have scholarship funding to send if you're interested in going to Capitol Hill, as well as different action alerts the society sends out all year long in which you can engage, and we help you engage specifically with your local legislative group. So, thank you. All right, we've got maybe 2 more minutes. No? Well, we started late. I was trying to make up. Any other questions? And these ladies are around for the conference, so if you do have questions, feel free to just step them aside. I'm sure they're happy to talk to you. So, okay, Terry's telling me to wrap it up. Well, thank you ladies so much.
Thank you.